Reed Bennett, Gladiator Sports, and I'm breaking my silence today on this July the 19th. Very, very important day in Gladiator Sports Academy's history. Today, this day, 8 years ago, I went to a friend of mine's house who is a mentor, a friend, and a spiritual mentor in my life. And whenever I needed sense talked into me, that's the guy that I go to, and he's been a very important part of my life. And man, we had everything that we needed. We had a 10-game schedule. We had coaches. We had all the equipment was bought and paid for, money provided. I even had a trailer to haul all the equipment, and we were lacking one key ingredient. We were lacking players. I had about 5 or 6 guys signed up at this point. And knowing that in a couple of weeks I had a game, and I was like, what are we going to do if we don't have players? All this has been provided. How are we going to make this happen? And so I went and I talked to Mark, and as he does sometimes when we have conversation, his conversation went straight into prayer. And he just said, in the name of Jesus, this day we will remember for the history of Gladiator Sports Academy, because you're going to provide the players. You provided everything thus far, and you're going to provide the players. And at the end of the day, this is your ministry, and you're going to use it as sees fit, and you're going to get the glory. And I don't know if that's exactly how the prayer went, but it was something like that. And we agreed to it in the name of Jesus. And not too many weeks later, we dressed about 24, 25 guys, played the first ever Gladiator football game. My little stubbles on the back of my head are going up. And what a great day. What a great day, because it's something that God had called me to do, and just a crazy idea. And I had people tell me, you can't do that. It will never happen. And a lot of doubters, but also had a lot of support. But my point of this whole day, for me, July the 19th is huge, and I want y'all to have a July the 19th, that day where God called you to do something, and despite what people said, you were obedient what God called you to do. So people are going to, be jealous or whatever it is, and they're going to shoot your idea down or tell you that it's no good. But if God called you to do it, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. Years later, 8 years later, I can't tell you how many young men have come to Christ, or people and families that have been impacted by that one decision to create a football team. I have young people that have come to Christ that are leading young people to Christ. They're taking the gospel message and they believe in it, and they want to pass it on to their peers and family members. So be obedient to what God's called you to do, even if it's a crazy idea of making a football team. So appreciate you guys' support, and I'm going to be back with some more messages and what Gladiators have done in the past, what God's done through the Gladiators. So as I always end in the past, are we perfect? Not by a long shot, but we're pressing on. Y'all take care.